Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Our apologies for late starting. We were supposed to have our president here. She's not feeling well, but all the same, businesses to go on. Before I read my press statement, I think I would like to give you a brief background of who we are, the rationale why we sort of thought we should also move in this direction, and what are the issues we as cross-border traders have, and the sort of footprint our institution. Our organization, Zimbabwe Cross-Border Traders Association, was formed in 2000 as an apolitical institution to represent small-scale traders. We have a small footprint in the COMESA and SADC. We actually motivated for simplified trade regime within COMESA, and lately SADC is also taking on board simplified trade regime. As a constituency, you are aware 90% of workers in Zimbabwe are informal, and cross-border traders are a significant and active part of that informal economy. In terms of our economic capacity, I think I would want to share that there are 100 buses that leave Zimbabwe every day going out in the region, and another 100 leaving, getting into the country. This means, or this can give you an indication of the buying power or the economic contributions these travelers can make as small-scale players. The rationale of why we thought we should also share with the nation our thoughts, it is because of the price hikes and that have characterized the situation, and also given the fact that we have a historical background where we as a constituency played a part in 2008 when we had shortages. So we felt obliged to sort of revisit that and share with the nation. We do have other issues, for advocacy, like your VAT refunds. We would obviously want our members to enjoy the VAT refunds when they buy. We want our members to have bulk payments, which is also improves ease of doing business at borders. We would want to see simplified sort of registration for small-scale traders. That is at national level. At regional level, we would obviously want to see the implementation of simplified trade regime in SADC, and also trade facilitation for small-scale players at the border post. This is briefly who we are and what we've been doing in the region. And I think I'll go to the statement which we sort of called for. Zimbabwe Cross-Border Traders Association notes with concern the ongoing price increases that have been characteristic in the country for the past 2 weeks. Several theories have been advanced in trying to interpret the root causes of the price increases. Some pointing out that it is a ploy by large-scale wholesalers and retailers to profiteer, while others have noted that the pressures are coming from the manufacturers who are hard hit by the ever-changing United States dollar exchange rates. Whatever the factors causing the price instabilities are, the reality of the matter is that Zimbabweans are experiencing shortages of basic commodities, which is heightening the hunger and poverty levels. In the light of the above, ZCBTA urges the government to urgently suspend Statutory Instrument 64 and relax other duties and taxes governing the commodities in order to make it easier for traders and other travelers to import groceries and the bulk of much needed basic commodities. This will go a long way in bringing competition, improving price stability, which will ultimately force the situation to transform. The country's nationals will recall that at the height of the hyperinflation era in 2008, the country ran short of basic commodities because government during that time restricted the importation of such commodities. It was only after the relaxation of the commodity imports regulations that cross-border traders began to supply the groceries and alleviated the hunger. This is the end of our statement. Thank you.